Hey guys, IVB and Raja here. Today we're going to walk you through the Plex DVR that got released a couple of days ago. I'm going to show you how to install tuners. I'm going to show you how to add recordings to the schedule and how that all looks. I'm going to compare that with SageTV, which is the solution I have been using. It's a product that got frozen 5 years ago when Google bought them. Looks like Plex has done a pretty good job integrating the Plex DVR into there. If you have a TV library already set up, it looks like it'll work pretty well with that. It's not as good as SageTV today, but again, keep in mind this is a beta product. Before I go to the computer, what I've already done is I have an extend, which I just bought this morning. I install that. I use the HD home run config capability to scan for channels. I'm not going to walk you through that because that's pretty generic. I'm really just going to pick up with, once all that stuff is done, once you have all that stuff done, what do you do inside of Plex to make it look good? The Extend is an antenna-only product. I also have a Prime that SageTV is linked into. That's the cable card solution. So I'll follow this vlog up in a couple of weeks with, if this works out, then I'm going to move the cable card over to this and have just the one-stop shop Plex for all my TV stuff. All right, enough talking. Let's go to the computers. All right, so here we are in the latest beta, and see, there's underneath settings server, there's now a DVR, so let's click that and see what it does. DVR setup. Yay, it found my extend. Wait, what did that say? Oh, enter this manually. No, I already found it. Here's all I'm sure all those channels are fine. Continue. What's my zip code? Let me type that in. And find the best program. I'll cut this out in the and resume in a sec. Okay, now we're back. Looks like it found. Yeah, I don't know the channels. That seems about right to me. Continue. It's not continuing. Continue, dude. Come on, man. Oh, here we go. Setup complete. Sweet. So let's look at the program guide, and I'll be back in 1 sec. Okay, so after about an hour, the whole program guide downloaded. I'm not going to click it again. So once that was done, I have an extend which has a native transcoder built in. But still, so what I did is they recommend setting this to highest quality. I also set up to process a video while recording, so it doesn't just capture a .ts file. It'll capture MKV. I believe that is H264 in an MKV container, or maybe MPEG. I can't remember. Doesn't matter to me, but it's the more standard format. So now if you go into your home, you'll see this program guide now shows up. The program guide, while it does take a couple of seconds to pull up, you'll see I'm not terribly wild about this format starting soon. I mean, this is just everything, on right now. New episodes on tonight. Here's the interesting thing. I had a ton of TV stuff put into a special TV folder right here. It picked up that some of these shows were getting broadcast soon. You can also use a search. So if I use a search for, well, I see Law and Order down there, so I'll just show you what this looks like. You'll see here, you can click into this thing and either select, this is going to pull up the list of episodes, pill one at a time to just select those things. Or if you click this is kind of their, what does TiVo call it? Season Pass. SageTV calls it favorites. You can pick which one you want to have do and repeat, which library you want it added to. If you have any the advanced settings or things like go ahead and record and replace lower resolution items. This is where you do your padding. Which channels do you want to record off of? Which do you want to keep them all, etc. Right? So if you go ahead and click record. This will take a couple of seconds. I have noticed it's not the highest performance. I'm going to pause for 1 sec and then show you one thing right. Actually, you know what? Well, I take it back. I'm not going to pause. I'm going to show you the SageTV. For those of you who are used to SageTV or other types of Windows Media Center, you're used to seeing views like this, either a grid view, or you can take a list of certain shows. Plex doesn't have that. It's still in beta, so you got to give them some slack. So you're not going to get that. You are going to get the view that you just saw.
you also then now have a recording schedule, right? So you can see what is going to, oh my God, it's going to record all those long orders. I got to stop it from recording those. I already have so many of them. But there's the Supergirl that I had already set up. So we are going to have a watched, unwatched issue, I suspect, with shows that are already in there. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to play around this a little bit. So that's the initial view of this thing. I am kind of hoping that I can use this to retire SageTV and just pull one more moving part out of my mix. And then also for the wife, right now I just have an extend, which is over the air only. If this thing works out fine, I have a Prime in the house, so I'm gonna, and that's uses cable card. So I will also add that into the mix, and I'll follow this up in a few weeks with both how I think this DVR is going, as well as if I add the Prime and then cable card in, what I think of that. Okay, so if you have any questions, ping me in the comments below. Thanks.